You've got some hardcore fans here right now. I mean, you must get this a lot. I mean, when you look out at these people,
this is an exceptionally great class.
It's an exceptional group.
Thank you.
Do you recognize any faces that are on a watch list or anything like that? How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Well, thanks for coming. It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having. You know what I just saw on the way here?
What?
Our picture in the bathtub together.
Oh, yes, that is right. We have a photo.
I don't have that at home.
Oh, well, we'll get you one of them for your house. Would you put that up in your house?
Absolutely. I would have to explain it to the kids because they might.
Yeah. Well, we are fully pretty much clothed, right? I mean,
we're fully clothed in the tub, and so that would be okay.
Yeah, I think that would be okay.
Yeah,
although maybe they'll get the idea that they can get in the tub fully clothed, which is probably not okay.
They actually, well, I mean, I sometimes go swimming with my clothes on because I just am too lazy to go put on a bathing suit. So they thought that was like something that they should do. So now they tend to, sometimes they'll jump in the pool with their clothes on, and I have to explain to the nannies, like, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to change them, and I'll help.
That's
It's my fault.
Hey, that's the nanny's problem, you know?
Sorry.
Do you do like homework with the kids?
I have done. I mean, they're only in first grade, so it's not.
Right.
I mean, that's about the level I'll have to stop.
Were you a good student yourself?
No.
You were not. What about spelling? Was that one of your
Now,
strong...
I saw you spelling backstage, and I was like, you know, I was impressed because I'm lucky if I can spell my own name. That's the
For
truth.
real?
It took me a minute, but I've learned. There is an H at the end of it.
Let's go through some words. Some words like, for instance, the
why?
word...
It's abuse. It's abusive.
The word rhythm, that's like a tricky word, but it's one that you probably have, you know, comes up in your life a lot. Do you know how to spell rhythm?
Can you speak it into your phone? Because then it will autocorrect it automatically.
Yeah, but...
And that as well has an H in it.
Yeah,
so.
in a way, you don't need to know how to spell anymore, do you? It's really kind of sad.
I never did, so I'm good with it. Because you know, as a songwriter, I can just write it down and spell it my own way and take creative license. So.
Let me ask you about writing songs. Are you writing songs right now?
Yes.
Are you working on it?
I was working in the studio. Oh, it's so good to just be back in the studio, be in a creative environment. And
Do you have a studio in your home?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, that's great. And what's your process as far as writing songs goes?
Well, okay, so last night I was not at the home studio. And the thing about that is, like, the kids will be like, so they're twins, they just turned 7, and they get it, like, that's what I do. You know, like, I go to the studio. They actually recorded a song. No one's heard it yet.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Are they talented singers?
They're definitely talented.
Yeah.
Definitely talented.
Wow.
They're very unique kids, and they're super smart. Yeah.
I bet. So,
Yeah.
wow, so they're recording music already. Did they write the song?
I wrote the song, but they were like, my daughter was like, I really need to get back in the studio. I'm like, are you me? But anyway, so they came to the studio, like, to drop me for the studio last night, and they went to get ice cream. And I worked until like 5 in the morning because I was writing with a friend of mine.
Till 5 in the morning?
Till 5 in the morning, but then living with it afterwards, and yeah, I'm gonna go back after this and finish the second verse.
So like, back to the kids song, what is the title? Can you tell us the title of the song you wrote for
Their names
with the kids?
are Moroccan and Monroe. We call them rock and roll, so I've just been calling it rock and roll. I don't know.
I see. Okay.
I got creative again. What can I say?
That's fun. Is that something you will ever release, that song?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to talk it over with Nick and see how he feels about it.
Right, yeah, you have to make those decisions together,
Yeah,
for sure.
I would be very angry if he released a song without asking me.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
All parents get angry when they're split and then their kids release a song. It always comes between families.
It happens, you know.
So when you're writing music, are you writing it on paper? Are you sitting at a piano? How does it work?
Well, if we're working on just like specifically like a piano vocal type song, the last one I did, I'm not going to say the title of it because I want to surprise my real fans when the album's out.
Okay.
But so it's a piano ballad, and I sat with my musical director Daniel Moore and just sat down and was like, we listened to some things that were inspiring as both things that we worked on and stuff.
Can you tell us what you heard that was the songs that were inspiring you?
Like the chord changes were not typical, and it's hard for me to be like, I don't want to reference something that's an album cut and expect you to know it, so I'm not going to do that. So,
Okay.
but I mean, of my own stuff. So it's like more of like an obscure type of a thing. But anyway, so
When you write the lyrics down,
with that song,
do you save the paper that you originally? Do you say, "Oh, this might be a memento, and I will keep this forever"?
I do, and
do.
that's well. Here's the thing: most people write on their phones now. So if I'm like co-writing with somebody and everybody's on their phone, I'm like, I don't want to be on my phone because then if I'm in the middle of writing a lyric and trying to listen to the track, then someone's going to distract me by texting me.
A text, and then suddenly that's part of your song.
Exactly. Well,
Not a bad idea.
It could be something inspiring. But what I do have I write in a book, and a lot of people give me books. Like one time, a long, long time ago, because you know I don't have birthdays, I only have anniversaries, so it doesn't count. So you know, you can borrow that if you want one day. But so when I don't know.
Do you get cake for the anniversaries, or is it?
I mean, I can have a morsel.
Oh, all right. Because I like a cake, so
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with birthdays myself.
Well, you know, you can have whatever you want. It's your anniversary.
Okay. Oh, I see.
But
All
what I
right.
was gonna say is because it was like a party, the last like birthday party that I had was like my 21st, whatever, one of my first or second albums, and Cyndi Lauper actually gave me a book that I ended up writing all my lyrics for the album Music Box, which has Hero. And I have the book somewhere, so thank you, Miss
Is Cyndi Lauper a friend of yours?
I haven't seen her in a really long time, and I was always a fan of hers.
She
growing
has
up.
I think she's one of the
amazing
most
vocals.
underrated singers of all time. And she's also one of those people, when you heard her sing, really sing, it was the same kind of reaction we had when we first really heard you sing. And it was like, oh my goodness, how did this happen? This is like a miraculous voice. You